Hello everyone and welcome to episode 13 of the Fellow Traveller. We're still here at Livorno and we're still in the Serie B. We're hoping this season to push for promotion. Maybe if things don't go to plan we'll end up more mid-table, but the plan is to be playoffs or, if we're lucky, automatic promotion. There's been a crazy amount of turnaround. I should apologise ahead as well. I'm quite tired today and a bit doped up on painkillers. I had a minor injury yesterday playing football. And didn't sleep very well. But because of being kind of incapacitated, I got through a lot of Football Manager and thought that I should do a video now before I get too far into the season. So we've sold loads of players. A lot of them are just chaff. We had a lot of players around that I wanted to get rid of. I guess Max Green didn't quite fit into that category, but he kind of fell out with me and he was getting old, so got rid of him for nothing. His wage as well, he was on like $4,000 a week and it was a nightmare to get someone to sell him. I couldn't believe someone bought him without asking for a wage contribution in the end. But yeah, I also got rid of Ismail Mack because I got a good offer for him. A lot of other players, youth players sold as well. Capellini for $8,000 as well. Got rid of Sven Bracken. Disappointed with him last season, so I thought good time to cash in. He's having a good season in Switzerland actually, but yeah, he had a crap season at Serie B last season. Piccoliad's got 100k offer for, and he's just not good enough for the team, so I sold him as well. He's also having a good season in France, but in the third tier, so I'll do De Paula first. So I got a big offer for De Paula from Salernitana. Really didn't want to sell him. I offered him a big contract to stay. He said no and got very offended. But I got $650,000, which is a good chunk of money, so not all bad. And then, which is a real shame because De Paula was kind of a big part of our long-term plans. I kind of saw him as a potential captain, or at least vice captain, and in the first team for a while. He was probably one of my most solid players. And Dudera. On deadline day, Girona came in with a big offer, like over $1 million, and I thought, I can't really turn this down. He has some really good stats, but it was too much money. And then I asked them for $575,000 off the bat, in addition to the $1 million and a bit that they offered long term. And yeah, they just accepted it, and then the ball started rolling, and now he's gone. Now he's at Girona. And we get like $6,000 a game, but he hasn't played a game yet, so hopefully that actually happens. A lot of them as well, a lot of the clauses are reliant on him playing an international game, but you know, $575,000 is also already quite good. I think we'll get $1 million out of this anyway. And as a result, we bought loads of players and loaned a few as well. And I think I won't go through these in so much detail, just look at the team. But the big one, as you can see at the top, is we've got Benini in. Permanent in now, $550,000. Really wanted Papetti, but they wanted at least $1 million. Well, probably more, like nearly $2 million for Papetti. And Benini, it just seems like a good buy for $500,000. He's obviously Italian. He's very young. Good stats. Knows the team. So I thought it was a great way to transition into hopefully being a Serie A team. So I'll just go through the team quickly. So, I'll do the schedule first actually. So we've played about 8 or 9 league games. Actually, let's look at the league table. Yeah, so we played 9 games. And as you can see, we started off very strongly. 6 wins, 1 draw. It was the first game of the season as well, so I was panicking a bit. And 2 losses against Crotone and Medina. Medina looks like it might have been a mistake. But Crotone got relegated last season, and I think they might even be favourites to win. No, Genoa are favourites. Wow, Crotone didn't get relegated. But yeah, they look very good. So they're still top as well. I realised as well Papetti's in the Media Dream 11, which is nice. So we've got one of the best centre backs in the league. He had a great season last season. I can't believe we've still got him. And I'm hoping to get him at the end of the season on a free as well. So watch this space. He's so good. He's younger than Benini as well. Yeah, younger than Benini. I was thinking of your schedule. There's my sleepy brain again. Apologies. Yes, we started off worryingly because I drew against Perugia, who were kind of just below the playoffs last season, and I beat Monza in a really closely fought game. I scored a 91st minute goal, and I beat Regina in a similar fashion, I think. Yeah, Baselli scored late on, and yeah, Vicenza was a solid win. But yeah, a lot of kind of like close wins. Cremonese was quite a good result. They were doing really well before our game, and we nearly got through in the cup. We were absolutely hammered, but they scored one goal and it was a penalty, so we kind of nearly took them down to the wire. And we just lost to Crotone, and we beat Cosenza before that in the last minute. And Cosenza are terrible. They got promoted last season from the Serie C to the Serie B, and yeah, we should have beaten them by more than one goal. We had so many shots. But yeah, so it's been kind of, we've got a lot of points, but I've not been that impressed. But the teams are very good. I think we just haven't quite clicked in the attacking part of the pitch. So because I sold Grun, I loaned in a keeper, Vincenzo Fiorillo, because I couldn't find a good enough permanent signing. So I just thought this guy's got really good stats as well, that we get him in to replace Grun this season. But Benini, as I said, I'm really impressed with Sky Rolando. He's an incredible left back. I mean, he plays probably better and as a winger, but I don't play with actual wingers. I play with attacking midfield left wingers, and also he'd be an inside forward. But what my formation always works well with is if I've got a really attacking left back, and that's exactly, he just fits perfectly into it. He's had an incredible start to the season. 7.24 average. He's played 8 league games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 3 man of the matches. Yeah, and the way my formation works, I've made it even more attacking as a wing back attack, is that he goes so far forward that he ends up being here on the attacking midfield left position. Sidibe cuts in, and then he passes to Sidibe or he passes to Panico, and then goals happen. Into the assists and the goals. I don't know where the goals are coming from. He's normally quite wide. And in the midfield, we've got Francesco Deli, who is a good attacking playmaker. He's quite bad at defending, so he can't really be a deep line playmaker. Not a defensive one anyway. And I don't know, I feel like he should be, he's not quite good enough to be dominating into the first team, but he'll be in and out, especially now Scissors has kind of gotten slightly better as well. He's got a lot more gaps, but he's also got positions, he's got like the right stats better than the other guy. God, his strength is 1, his jumping reach is 1. Wow, that's some crazy stats. Yeah, and Giuseppe Panico, I was very excited about him. He's got great stats, much better than Campazano. He's been kind of disappointing. Oh Christ, 6.59, he's been quite disappointing. Yeah, and so we're hoping for better from him. Campazano has also been bad. So yeah, I think, as I can see from this now, the big problem we've had at the beginning of the season is that our strikers have just really not performed. Campazano's got an average of 6.48. And Panico's got an average of 6.36 in the last 5 games. And there are only 2 real first team strikers. Maybe I'll bring in a youth player for the next game. Although SPAL got relegated, so they're probably quite a good side. Yeah, that's not the actual first team, but I've got the first team right now. I loaned Olsen from our comrades at FC St. Pauli. He's a great winger. Well, he's not great, but he's good. And because I was really trying to sell Enrique, unsuccessfully, as you'll see in a second, I was trying to get a replacement in on loan, and this was what Olsen was going to fulfil. He's been quite good though. He's got a goal, but also he's just been quite a solid attacking midfield right. Romain Basque, he's got a variety of good stats, but he's really a box-to-box midfielder, and because there's so many different parts of the box-to-box midfielder's role, so things they can do, you kind of best thing you can really hope for is every single one to be above 10 and a few of them to be kind of high. So having teamwork and work rate and stuff like that is particularly good for a box-to-box. So he's just very reliable, and I think when his fitness improves, he'll be in the team every week. Di Marino came back from his loan. He's not great, but he serves as a 4th or 5th choice centre-back. I bought Sigurd Parson. When I lost Dudera, I was trying to find an attacking midfield left with very short notice to fill the gap, and this is what Sigurd Paulson's doing. Not great, but he's 19. We'll see where he goes. Von Giovanni is our new advanced playmaker. He plays in attacking midfield centre. Yeah, he's got very good playmaker stats. Also good dribbling, not bad composure. Not particularly quick, but Very good technical player who doesn't have to move too much. This player, that position can often be someone very old. That's why Patsy worked quite well in that role, because there doesn't have to be that much movement. He's just pushing between the midfield and the centre backs and trying to find a gap to pass to the striker normally. And I think Bon Giovanni's got 2 assists already this season, which is half as many as our boy Gabriele Rolando. Every game as well, he's absolutely knackered because he must be running. Let's have a look at average distance covered. Oh, actually, Bon Giovanni, the one I was talking about how much he doesn't have to move, he's the second highest other than Bagnoli, who also plays in that position often. I think need to look at Greco, who's just a backup goalkeeper I signed. Vitic's in now permanently. And this is a youth player I signed, Darius Steffels, who I think will be really good in the future. You might hear my partner in the other room talking very loudly. But yeah, so basically he's a long-term. So he's got really good stats though for a 17-year-old. He's got all of the wing-back stats are nearly 10. And I want him to attack. He's going to be the replacement long-term for Rolando, or he's going to be a player of Sabon, so it's perfect for him to be so attacking. Perfect. I'm trying to answer the rest really. The finances are much better because of all the players I've sold. Made like 700 grand transfer profit this season. I'm trying to save up enough money so that I can do whatever I can to make sure I can buy Pepe at the end of the season, or because his contract runs out at the end of the season, to try and buy him in December or January. Cool. I'll just put us on to the first match then. We're going to play against SPAL. Yeah, so SPAL, they got relegated from the Serie A last season, but they've started off very badly in the league, and they are now mid-table. 3 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. Most of their losses are against good teams though. Coutoni, Chievo and Cremonese are all quite good. Their wins are against quite bad teams. No, Spezia were good last season, so yeah. Rolando's got Most Player of the Match awards. He's not in the assist rankings though, weirdly. Anyway. Yeah, so no major changes for this game. I gave Panico a kick up the arse because he's playing so badly lately. Oh, and I was going to mention one other signing that I didn't note before was Milanitov, who is... He can play inverted winger on the left or winger on the right. He's playing inverted on the right because he's ambidextrous with his feet. He's just very good for a 16-year-old. He's nowhere near first team level, but... Well, he's not nowhere near. He's far off first team level. But at this age, he's going to turn 17 soon. I think he's going to be very good eventually. Maybe we could just sell him for loads of money. Yeah, so let's go on to the SPAL game. Pepe's got a minor injury, but this is an important game, so I'm just going to power through. We need him to win, I think, as well. I need to make sure the highlights are on key rather than extended as well. It's very long when you play it on extended, but you kind of want it for the detail. But it's a bit too much for a video. Perfect. Panico's very motivated. Everyone else is slightly motivated. Skip the tunnel. Yeah, key highlights. It's going to be difficult getting SPAL, but with the form, maybe we'll be alright, but I think it's going to be very close. God, they're playing very defensively. 4-1, 4-1, and a big gap between the second 4 and the 1. I play this formation when I'm playing against the team in the league above me. I think we're going to go attacking. Oh. The biggest concern I have now is that with that formation, maybe we're going to be looking at a 0-0 draw or something. So we need to make sure we score and hopefully score early. Oh, it's a good pass. Go on, Panico. Wasn't a very good shot, really. He's missed some real sitters as well, Panico. Bon Giovanni's playing well though, so maybe we can... Oh, I think that was Pepetti as well. If that had been Vitic or someone like that, I think we might not have kept that out. Go on, Olsen. Oh, cheeky little Rabona pass. Sadibe. Back to... No. Took it long to a Gatti, and he's got a fucking beautiful goal. Oh, right on the top left-hand corner as well. I had a real long debate about whether to renew his contract. It expired at the end of last season. But I did it in the end because he was a team leader. We don't have many. Look at that volley. Oof. Yeah, and I don't regret it at all. It's just quite influential. I think it would have been a problem if we'd let him go, because Patsy as well, his contract expired and we let him lapse because he was like 33. But if we let him and Agazzi go, I think it would have been a problem. Ah, shit, it's a bad place to give the ball away. Come on. Oh, I thought we were going to intercept that then. Looking a bit shaky on the left flank. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, that's a good move by SPAL. We're playing well though, I can't really fault many of the performances so far. Olsen's apparently not playing very well. Yeah, I'm happy with the performance. I'm going to tell Olsen I'm not happy. But yeah, everyone's happy. I think we'll just leave that and go into the second half. Agazzi's playing really well. They're so defensive. I'm going to go down to positive now. I think I might bring Olsen off soon as well if he continues like this. Oh, shit. Oh dear, there's Brian Ode to rain in our parade. I wasn't really watching. A bit sleepy. There's a beautiful header and they blasted it into the goal. Okay. Not quite as good as our goal then. Bit concerned this is going to be another SPAL highlight. Oh shit. Okay. But he's suddenly anxious. I could skip this highlight, I watched that one properly. I'm going to bring Olsen off for someone. I guess Basalia. He is fully fit, which is a bonus. What happened to Giovanni's? He's playing so well in the first half. Just sort of fell apart. Okay. Let's bring Bagnoli on as well, because he's also tied by Giovanni, so... And Bagnoli likes me, so he tends to come on and respond well to team talk, so... They always do this. You get 1 yellow card for a suspension, but if I take him off now, he won't play this game anyway. You have this warning every game until he gets that yellow card. I'll just leave it. Oof. Where's their defence? Mother of God, pass it, Panico. He's got to cross it in, surely. Yes, Basalia! I don't know what they were doing in their defence there. Well, it showed a highlight again. There was like one defender. Well, that's the two centre-backs. They're playing an incredibly high line. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to run Viticon for Pepe, but I should make a sub soon. Yeah, he's not playing great, but he's so reliable. I think we can't really take him off when we want to hold on to a lead. I'm going to go balanced now as well. I'm going to take Sitters off. Not sure who for. Yeah, let's put Agazzi into that deep line flank of all. Yeah, let's put Basca. Hopefully we can hold on to this. I don't think we'll be next to score, and they're more likely to score if there is a goal. So we're kind of hoping this just fizzles out now. Which I think it might. Yeah. Okay. It's a nice solid draw. We scored a beautiful goal as well, so hopefully not too boring to watch. We should have won that match. No, I'm going to say we're unlucky. We played pretty well. Get to play particularly well, but yeah, I've got a few sevens. No one played particularly badly except for Olsen and then a few kind of mediocre 6.6s, but no. An average result against probably a better team. I haven't really looked at SPAL's team, but unless they absolutely gutted it going down, that was a good result really. We did have more possession, but I tend to have more possession nowadays. I changed the formation slightly between this and the last video. We now shoot less from range. We don't focus attacking on the right. I'm not sure when I set that, but I didn't want to attack down the right anyway because I tend to be better at attacking on the left, in fact. But I don't focus on any of the tactics because I want to mix it up, obviously. I feel like that was another thing as well. I changed the goalkeeper to not kick it long. It still kicks long every now and then, but I want to throw it because his kicking... It's not that bad actually. Maybe Grun had bad, but it just seems to be... they seem to lose the ball. I guess Panico is also smaller. Maybe that's the problem. The only thing he lost out on to Campazano was height and ability in the air. His jumping reach is terrible, and I think he's like 5'8" or something, where Campazano was like 5'10" or 6 foot or something. So we can't be just lofting balls into Panico. He's not going to win the headers. But yeah, so we've started off well. Similar to last season in a lot of ways, they're kind of like eking out results that I don't think we really necessarily deserve, winning a lot of the 50-50s. And then in automatic promotion, 10 games in. And we'll come back for another game in... I'm not sure when. I'm playing a lot of Football Manager lately, so I might fly through this until like January or something. Because a lot of the games in the middle aren't very interesting, and we're already out of the Cup. Went out to Verona. That was a very dry game, it's already boring to watch. And in the next video I will be less sleepy and probably less rambly as well. So if you listen to all of this, thank you very much. And have a nice rest of your day, and please subscribe or like the video. I'm sure it helps somewhere. And yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.